So why don't we start with Jeff?
Great. Well, thanks for having me. My name is Jeff Smith. I'm a professor in the Department of Health Evidence and Policy at Mount Sinai School of Medicine, and I'm the founding director of the Center for Technology, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship. Prior to joining the faculty at Mount Sinai, I taught for 6 years at Rockefeller University, where I founded the Science and Economics program, and I spent a little over 20 years as a serial entrepreneur and venture capitalist in the life sciences area.
Hi, my name's Deb Johnson, and I am the executive director of the Center for Sustainable Design Strategies at Pratt Institute. I came out of the industrial design program, and it was during my period there as chair of that program that I started the Pratt Design Incubator, which was really there to be a launching pad for the great ideas that our students were coming up with that were turning into portfolio pieces and just evaporating. And we're just about, we're about a over 10-year organization, and we're just expanding to create the Brooklyn Fashion and Design Accelerator, where we will host 30 companies and surround them with the resources that they need to go from idea to production to sales.
So I'm Orin Herskowitz from Columbia University. I'm technically the vice president for intellectual property and tech transfer. What that practically means is I run the tech transfer office for the university. We can talk about what that is later. I am also a faculty member in the business school, teaching a class on intellectual property for startups and managers, which is now this year going to be joint with the engineering school. I have the privilege to sit on a number of exciting cross-university initiatives around New York, with Eric on the New York City Media Lab, on the recently launched Power Bridge New York, which is an effort to get clean energy startups going across, I think, 7 of the New York City research institutions. And Harlem Biospace, which is the new biotech incubator launched right around the corner from Columbia. But I'm just one of many people at the university who are trying to get great things going with entrepreneurship. Vince Ponzo's in the audience, just raise your hand, and from the business school as well. So it's an exciting time to be in New York City. I was a consultant before joining Columbia with the Boston Consulting Group.
Great. Eric Gertler, thank you for including me on the panel. As Orin says, I'm the guy with the tie on the panel. And well, thank you, Debera.
She's at Pratt.
Right. I'm going to say very nice things about you today. And I actually think that that's an important symbol for this, because for 15 years prior to joining the government and being part of EDC, I was an entrepreneur in the community, and as someone asked me what was the biggest difference about the private sector and the public sector, and I said I had not worn a tie 3 days straight in 15 years. Which actually goes to the culture and the ecosystem here, that in New York, if you think back 25 years, it was total heresy to walk around not wearing a tie. And today you can get accepted actually not wearing a tie and stand out when you are wearing a tie. I run the Center for Economic Transformation at the EDC, which is the EDC's efforts to increase job growth and also economic diversification. We've been particularly active post the Great Recession in 2008, and just one comment which I think is pretty interesting. When I look at the panel, as Orin said, we're on the Media Lab together, but all of us have been integrated, and that just goes to show you the strength of the ecosystem here in New York. Geoffrey and I were in a meeting a few weeks ago. Pace University, our offices are 3 blocks away. We hold our big sort of company government meetings here. And Debera likes my tie, so we're all integrated, and I look forward to the discussion.